Yo, what's good, boys and girls, all trappers around the world? It's your main man, Irvin Michael. This is I'm Good Radio. Thank you for tuning in with me. Man, today has been a crazy day. Today is February 2nd. No, 24th. My bad. Today is February 24th, 2020. Today, Kobe Bryant and Gigi Bryant, they had their memorial service today, and there was a lot of highlights out that service. One of them was Michael Jordan making a joke about him going to be the new, going to have the new crying Jordan face. I thought that was pretty funny. Also showing breaking the ice with the humor that he had with that. Thought that was pretty special. Vanessa actually spoke as well. She said that Gigi or Kobe would not want to be on this earth without the other, which is, it's tough to be in that position. She lost her husband and daughter at the same time. So that's very tough. And she was strong. That was just really strong. And I think the funniest part about the memorial service was Shaq getting up there telling the story about how Rick Fox and the other Lakers were mad with Kobe because he went past the ball. So Shaq was like, you know what? I'm going to go talk to Kobe. And he said, Kobe, there's no I in team. And he said, yeah, but there's an M-E in that mother effer. And then Shaq was like, hey, guys, just get the rebound. He not passing. So you just have a bunch of highlights from the service. It was beautiful. So many fans was there. I was just able to watch the highlights. I wasn't able to watch the full service. It was long. It was like 4 hours long. So my attention span is not that good to sit down and watch something like that for 4 hours long. Also, Harvey Weinstein, he was convicted today. So I guess we got to give an applause to that. He got convicted today. But it's a big but. It was he only got convicted for 2 of the 5 crimes that he did. And there were the minor crimes on top of that. So he can get up to 25 years, but we know he's not going to get up to 25 years because we've seen this before. Unfortunately, we've seen this before. But I guess a win is a win. So you have to look at it in that way, some type of face value. He will have that on his record. So I guess that's a win. And that's kind of all the topics I could talk about today. We actually have a special guest today. Real good friend of mine. Been knowing him for over, 10 plus years, maybe even longer. He's an artist from Atlanta, Georgia. His name is iWurdPlay. He just dropped a new project. So you guys, please check it out. Guys, please give a round of applause to iWurdPlay.
Yo, what's going on?
How you doing, my man?
Man, I'm doing pretty good, man. How about yourself?
Man, I can't complain. Today was actually a really good day. It was cold here in Dallas, but besides being cold, man, I mean, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. How's Atlanta? How's the weather in Atlanta? How is it going down there?
The same as Dallas. I was just in Dallas a little bit ago last week, and it's been cold everywhere I've been.
You know what? You might be bringing the cold.
Maybe that's what it is.
You might be bringing the cold, my man. You might be bringing the cold. Because, man, it's been torture on my end. I'm talking about it's been torture. But iWurdPlay, tell us a little bit about yourself. What first got you into music, my man? Tell us this. We want to know.
What first got me into music?
Yes, sir.
What first got me into music was my cousins, man. They, watching, I was the younger of my cousins, so I pretty much watched them. Or, they taught me everything growing up. So they used to make music. They used to write my rhymes. And that's what got me started on making music.
Okay. So you would say they inspired you to make music?
Yeah, they definitely put it in me.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. And we just talked about, you just recently released a project. Can you please tell the people the name of the project and what inspired you to release that project?
My last project was 111.
Mm-hmm.
And what inspired me to do that project, 111 is that's my actual birthday.
Okay.
But that's also my angel number that I always be singing. So that's where the title actually came across, 111. And you know, as far as the project itself, it was a certain point in my life where I was just manifesting everything, and everything was just starting to go that way and go that way. So the whole project is basically pretty much about where I was at the certain point in my life last year, a little bit before last year.
That's what's up. Because I know when I first heard the project, I said, "Oh my God, man, this is bringing me Cali vibes." I think I told you that on the phone. I said, "Man, you got to go to California with this music." I said, "This is bringing me Cali vibes." Because I would say that my favorite track on the whole album is the track that I use actually for my streams that I do, is More. You know, More. Make our own rules.
Mm-hmm.
And
DJ Tito.
Shout out to Tito. And when I hear it, I'm like, oh man, this right here, this is it. This is it. Like if this is the song that's gonna break him out, this is the song. Mm. And it just, that says a lot about your growth as an artist from when we first. And let me give people a little background about us, by the way, too. We met each other. When did we meet each other? We met each other at Arlington, right? At the AAU, on the AAU basketball team that I didn't play. I didn't even play. I didn't even play. I told them I wasn't coming to Arlington. They were like, all right, cool. You're not going to play. But we started making music with each other in 2011, I want to say.
That sounds about right.
I think it's 2011. And from there, I just saw, I'm like, yo, I was telling people, I'm like, yo, this is when you're going to buy Kid Quez.
Yeah.
Yo, this guy, Kid Quez, is a monster. And then nobody told me I couldn't rap. Y'all let me rap. Nobody told me. It was like, hey, man, until Michael Pritchard stopped me and sat me down and said, hey, you need to just stick to producing and writing. You can't rap. Leave it up to your friends. But I just want to give people a little background of us, man. We've been knowing each other for a good minute. Just seeing your growth is nice. And so this brings me to my next question. How would you describe the music that you typically create?
The music I typically create,
yes.
Storytelling is really my main go-to. I like to just be able to paint a picture, not just for everyone's sake, but just for my sake. I like to just be able to create a picture. And that goes back to me growing up making music with my cousins, because like as kids, they're up here telling adult stories. Like they were that talented, and it was like, oh man, I got to get to that point. I want to tell a story. Let me tell a story. You know what I'm saying? So that came from that, and I've always like tried to be able to do that. Mm-hmm. So more so, it just kind of that fell into my nature. That's what I like.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. And so that would actually kind of. You actually kind of answered my next question was, you know, what is your creative process like? And you kind of touched that a little bit earlier, but this is my second time hearing you mention your cousins. Mm-hmm. Who are your cousins? Do your cousins still make music or not?
Yeah, they actually do. You got Cordy Stacks.
Okay.
You got Onat 1080.
Okay.
And you got Perez Mr. Customary Thing. He do pretty much all my clothing. He a fool with it too. Make sure y'all go follow him, Customary Thing. But Cabretti Slim, these are all people that were a big part of influencing me to music, and they all were each talented in their own lanes.
That's what's up. Yeah, because it has to come from someone. And it's always that. You always got to come someone. I really want to play one of his songs, but unfortunately I can't, because when you hear more, I mean, I'm telling you guys, you hear more. Make sure you guys, I'm going to have all the information in the description, but you guys make sure you go listen to his, and you just released a new song, didn't you?
Yeah, February 15th.
February 15th, which I love.
Thanks.
My girlfriend's the one who actually shared it and said, did you hear, because we know you by Quez, but she's like, did you hear Quez's new song? I was like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. I've been busy. And she sent it to me. I was like, oh God. I was like, this man need to go to California.
I hear that a lot, actually. That's funny.
So, but no, I really appreciate it. I was like, man, this is actually a really good song. This is a really good song.
That means a lot coming from you, man. You're a tough one.
I am a tough critic, and that's because I'm tough on myself. And I'm just tough on myself as well. How long have you been in the music game? How long have you been in the music industry? Where can you date it back? I understand you say your cousins were your motivation. What age would you say when you actually surrounded yourself around your cousins and said, this is what I want to do?
I'm not going to say, I can't say that. I started doing music when I was like 8 years old.
Okay.
All right. So by the time I was in 5th grade, 6th grade, I was making beats. I remember in 6th grade, I was having my little CDs. I remember having beats on CDs and stuff like that. But most of my time really went into basketball. I just did music. I just knew how to make music. It was nothing that I was like, oh, I'm going to make a career out of this.
Right.
That didn't happen until later in my life, till I was like 22.
Okay.
So I would say about 22 is when I decided like, oh, okay, I'm really about to push and do this music thing. But everything up until then was just practice. Like I remember having my music on the MySpace page.
We talking way back.
Way back. Yeah. So I've been doing it for a while, man. Seriously, since I was like 22.
Okay, that's what's up. As an upcoming artist, do you feel that I want to make sure I say this correctly. As an upcoming artist, do you feel that collaborations matter the most, or is the content that you put out matter? Because we see a lot of upcoming artists make it big just because they gave Kendrick Lamar $20,000 for a verse. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. There's a guy who made it big off of a song with Cardi B. And he made it big and he paid her like $40,000. So do you feel artists need to have a certain collaboration to make it big, or is based off of their talent?
That goes a little bit in like
for upcoming artists.
That can go a couple ways.
Okay.
So if you look at it this way, if somebody got 20 bands or 40 bands to get someone on a song, that means that's what they had to invest into it. That's a different type of upcoming artist.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's investing as more so. So that's really like a different ball game. That's a different level. But your talent does matter as well. Mm-hmm. But 20 bands, 40 bands for a feature, that's an investment.
Yeah.
Most people ain't putting that into an investment. Most people don't even believe in themselves enough to put that behind them.